Hey there, everybody. How is it going today? I do not have the chat up yet, so just one second. I don't know how to do it on the phone quite yet, so
Hey there, everybody. How is it?
hold on. All right, got the chat up. All right, now I'm all set. All right, so this week has been one heck of a week. I've planned on posting quite a few videos this week, but one of the weird things that I do is I tend to work by I've got 2 or 3 videos that are already done, but they just need a little bit of editing. I have a couple other videos that I've got the scripts all done for, but I haven't recorded them and edited yet. And I've got a couple other ideas that I've been trying to gather research for and go down a little bit. So next week, you'll probably be seeing a lot more videos from me. This week, however, though, I'm going to have quite a few live streams, hopefully. So Jeff the Iron Wolf and Black Angus Reviews and I have started a little group that we're temporarily calling the Cinema Circle or the Cinema Squad or something, like a little tiny podcast group, just the 3 of us. And we'll try to probably bring some people on sometimes every now and then. And, we'll probably change that name up going into 2019. But for now, it's just a little placeholder. This is my first time trying to do the live stream with the Google Hangouts by myself, so I'm hoping that it works. It worked the last few times with Jeff the Iron Wolf and Black Angus, so should be just fine. Yeah, I don't know how to get the chat up on my screen, because when I clicked chat, it only brought up the group chat, I assume, for the Google Hangouts, but that is not right. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll just have my phone up, though, in case somebody comes in. It looks like I got one person watching. So, hey there, one person. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, if you're looking at the posters in my background, stop jacking off to that one, all right, bro? And the swords, my sister, believe it or not, just randomly one year gave me a bunch of knives and swords, which was a little odd, but all right, I'm gonna start talking about the live streams I'm going to have coming up this week. So I'm going to be starting a little, I'm going to try to stream a lot more. So I'm going to be calling what my streams will be is the Rookie Corner, where hopefully I can bring on other YouTubers, big or small, and we just talk about film or talk about Star Wars, Marvel, whatever the heck we want. Talk about other YouTube channels. And the first one that's going to be on will be the Lone Wolf Cub. Now, he's a German guy, and he's had some experience with film and has his own YouTube channel. And he's got a very unique style of videos. And we'll be doing a live stream this Wednesday noon Western time, and he's in Germany. So if you're in Germany and you're going to watch too, that would be 9 p.m. So it'd be noon West Coast time in America and 9 p.m. in Germany. And Thursday this week, I'm going to also hopefully be able to do one with Alex Lathis. Now, he does another unique style of videos, and I've only watched maybe 10 minutes of his videos, but they are freaking great. He goes into great detail with it. It's edited very well. He talks about the best sword fights in film, basically, and I think he does some other things. Like I said, I haven't watched them all the way, but just from the 10 minutes I watched, I want to talk to this guy. I want to see more of his videos. I want to see what he's got. So we'll be hopefully doing that this Thursday between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. West Coast time. I think that he's in the West too, because that seemed to work out with him pretty well. And then on Sunday, we'll be doing the Cinema Circle with Black Angus Reviews and Jeff the Iron Wolf, probably on either Jeff the Iron Wolf's channel or on Black Angus's if he can. If Black Angus can get it up on his, then we'll do his. But he said that his Wi-Fi kind of sucks. So if it doesn't work there, we'll just hop over onto my channel or onto the Iron Wolf's. It's a little confusing, I know, because there's a bunch of Jeffs on YouTube lately. There's Jeff Hicks, Jeff the Iron Wolf, Jeff the Rookie Critic. If you watch any of my older videos, you'll see that there's a bunch of different variations of Jeff with the Jeffster, Jeffy, Jeffy Fro, whatever other names I had. I don't remember because I don't really do those anymore. But all right, I am going to turn actually, I'm also working on some projects, and the reason why it's taken me a while to get out some videos and to give updates is because they take a freaking long time. And one of them that I'm working on was an idea that I wanted to pitch for a film, but I already know just will never be made because of the premise and the actor that I want to do it. I mean, it just probably won't ever work. So I'm going to try to draw it instead. and I'm no comic artist. I'm no graphic novelist. I am not an illustrator, but I do know how to draw, and my drawings, as try as I might to make them look realistic, never ever look realistic. They look like cartoons, and I'm going to show you what I mean. So back in high school, we're doing a drawing thing, and then in college we had a cinema. I was doing an intro to cinema class, and we had to draw a storyboard. Now, a storyboard is basically just a little stick figure drawings to help describe what a scene is and what the camera movements are going to do. And yeah, this was the type of things that I was drawing on it. This was one that I drew later. But yeah, that's supposed to be Jason Momoa, by the way, and some vampires and a superhero chick, and yeah, somebody going through a portal. But the actual thing on it was over here. The actual comic strips that I did was, yeah. So right here, I'll be doing a video about these a little later at some point, but yeah, I really like to draw a little bit, and right now I'm working on a pitch for something, and this is just a sketch drawing of a cover. I'm going to do the actual cover, but this was just a little refresher practice one because I haven't drawn in over like 2 years or so, and I'm going to try to make a little cartoon style comic where Jason Momoa will be a, you know, I only use Jason Momoa because I just thought it'd be funny because he's such a buff dude right now. And one of the jokes would be he's a super buff warrior for a while back in the past as a werewolf warrior, and then cut to the present, and he is just some fat dude, just, you know, he's just sipping beer and soda and chips and eating chicken legs and burgers. Like, he went from having the hard life of a warrior throughout all of history, and then now he's just, you know, chilling. He got a little problem with some food because they taste so good. Modern day is fun. He doesn't need to work out. But then some old villains and old enemies of his come around town and hurt some of his loved ones, and he's got to get off his freaking ass in order to save them. So that turns into a little ordeal, and that kind of hinders his abilities because he's, you know, out of shape, and they're not out of shape. So he's got to get back into shape in order to actually do some damage now. He's got to use his skills that he remembers and get in shape. So just a little idea that I'm doing. I don't really expect it to be that good. Looks like I another viewer in here, so just showing you another sketch image. This isn't what it will look like. This is just a practice image while I work on fine-ironing them again, and just showing one more time the yeah, little glimpse. But anyway, so just a little refresher. So this Wednesday, I'm going to do a live stream with the Lone Wolf Cub at noon West time and 9 p.m. German time. This Thursday, I'm hopefully doing one with Alex Lathis between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. on Thursday at West Coast time. And then Sunday, going to do one with Jeff the Iron Wolf, Black Angus, and all, and that should be around noon West time and 3 p.m. Eastern time. And that should be pretty fun. Hey, everything Star Wars, how's it going, man? I have to have the chat up on my phone because I don't know how to put it up here quite yet. But how's it going, man? I hope to live stream with you too sometime soon, and hoping that yeah, I really like to connect with the community here now. I mean, I know that I'm not a huge YouTuber. I only have less than 200 subscribers, but, you know, I like the idea of like grabbing the next guy and grabbing the next guy and lifting up. And then, you know, if I'm falling down a little bit too, man, they help lift up, and there's another guy over there. We lift them up too. We'll be rising together for all we know, raising the roof, I suppose. But yeah, the big YouTubers that we see right now that we follow, World Class Bullshitters, Comic Arts Pro Secrets, Doomcock, all these people started small. We all start small. We're going to get big too. And everybody likes to think that there's so many things on YouTube that how can anybody ever compete? Well, I seem to always look for something that I haven't seen before that I have an idea of and don't see it. So that's pretty much in a way how I started to do YouTube. But I will also be doing, so the type of videos that I want to do, I haven't done yet, and I'm working on them. It's going to take a little while. I'm trying to get them down. It's going to take a little bit. And yeah, 195. Hey, everything Star Wars, that's good. You're almost at 200 mark. I think you'll get there within a month, probably. That's what I think. But yeah, some of the projects that I want to work on that I haven't is I wanted to make a streaming versus discs video where, a lot of people think that discs and DVDs are going to go away sometime soon. I don't know about that. I mean, I think it's possible, but I think that there's plenty of reasons why discs won't go away at all, because they are very important in today's society. They are finite, but they are physical, as to where with even the streaming services, Netflix and Hulu, you can watch some things, sure, but you don't own them. They could pull them out whenever they want. If you have the DVD, that DVD is yours as long as you have a DVD player that can play it, which those don't seem to break down that easily, at least. But yeah, and then there's a Spartacus versus 300 series that I'm trying to do. I made one video about Spartacus versus 300 a while back, and that takes a long time because it's a long show. The movie, the 300, isn't. There's not as much content to pull from there, but there are a lot of comparisons that I like to make with them and Spartacus and all the actors that intertwine with all these shows and stuff. It's great with that. I want to talk about the future of movie theaters at some point, but that'll probably be more into 2019, where a lot of people don't like to always get off their asses and go to the movies because they get their big TV set up, their nice speakers and everything. But I still think that theaters, if they change, will have a chance to thrive 50 years from now. As the way they're going right now, not quite sure that they're going to last too long. I hope that they start changing soon. The way that movie studios try to put out their movies into the theaters, I didn't know how much control they have over that, but it sounds like something like Star Wars can control like how many theaters they get put into, which I think that is a little ridiculous. I think Mecha42 said, when I asked her what she thinks about this, she said that movie studios will try to make their own movie theaters to see any, like if Disney makes one, you could see all their Disney releases at their theaters, which it does kind of make sense these days. I mean, every movie or every studio is busting out movie after movie all the time. Hey, DJD Show, what's up, man? Glad, hey, you're on the other end this time. You're not the one doing the talking right now, huh? But it'd be cool to have you on too someday, DJD Show. Yeah, because collaborating, pulling people up, doing stuff together. I want to do that, man. Like, let's. I'm trying to live stream with as much people as I can now, but I talk as if I've live streamed a bunch before, but I've only live streamed like 3 times. But I'm getting the hang of it. At first, I keep on thinking that I need to keep on talking without stopping at all, and then I'm talking way too fast, and then my words are slurring, and then I'm stuttering and saying 1,000 times. But I'm getting the hang of it now, just trying to do it a little bit more chill. And I'm not sure what else I was going to talk about today, because I already talked about the future live streams that I'm doing this week. And next week I might be able to do one with this other small YouTube channel called Princess Eureka. I don't know how to pronounce the name. I'll probably put it in the description though after I'm done with all this. But yeah, she doesn't have any content yet, but she is trying to get some content at some point about comics, and thinks she wants to be a voice. She wants to do voices. So I'm going to try to get her started too, get her a following before anything. One of my coworkers is trying to. He doesn't have a YouTube channel yet either. He doesn't have a computer, but he wants to do a Magic the Gathering type of channel, because the Quartering is one of his favorite channels, and he thinks that he has some things that he could bring to the conversation, which I don't know anything about that stuff personally, but excuse me, if I could get him, a few subscribers here and there, then I think that's a pretty good success. So there's also another one, another old friend of mine that he used to be quite interesting, I'll just say. And I want to get him on here at some point for a live stream. We were supposed to do that this Wednesday, but he got things changed, so that's not going to happen. But he's got some interesting stories that may not be like all, Star Wars based or Marvel or anything, but it's just entertaining, and you guys will have fun with that. Trust me, whenever I get him on here. And he's a huge film guy too, and his memory of the things just. Yeah, he smoked a little bit back in the day. I'll just say it like that, okay? And all right. So what else was I going to say? Then there's another person as well. Another old friend reached out a little while ago. My other friend Jeremy, he has a sports blog for football, and he has quite a big following on there and on Instagram, I think. But he hasn't really done that much with YouTube yet. I think he has a YouTube channel, but doesn't use it all that much. So if I can try to boost him at some point and get him on here to chat, then we can do that. And he has a more outside perspective of all the films that we like with Star Wars. I don't think he's seen The Last Jedi. I don't think he's seen the last few Marvel movies, Black Panther, Avengers, all these movies. So this would be an interesting conversation when I make him see those, to see, he doesn't follow this stuff constantly. I want to know what his opinion would be. So that'd be a little different. And well, I've been going on for 15 minutes, and I feel like I've been on for less than that, but I feel like I already said everything that I was going to. But hey, since I'm on and I got a little bit of time, then I'm okay with chatting. Last night, I got off work and posted a little video about me eating some cookies, because I am a picky ass eater. Like, you guys might not think that, picky, everybody's different definitions of picky, but it's like, I only get like 3 things on a burger or on a sandwich. For example, I love bacon. I love burgers. I do not like bacon on my burgers. I do not like chocolate cake. I do not like pie. I do not like brownies. I do not like potatoes. People seem to always get freaked out when I say I don't like potatoes. Yes, I like French fries, but French fries are like a really small amount of the potato with a little bit of the filling. It's got a crunchy outside. It's got salt or pepper usually on it. Got that all mixed. And it's, just what that is. Just a little, that's okay. But I don't like potatoes as they are. Bananas. If I eat bananas on camera, I will make the grossest gross out face ever, because I think bananas look like they should taste good. Tried one. No way that was going down. No way that was going down at all. Nope, not at all. Pineapples, don't really like pineapples. Don't really like oranges. As far as healthy foods, I do like apples, celery, carrots. Not a huge soup guy. I mean, the broth, I suppose, is okay. I don't really like that much alcohol. Yes, so alcohol. I wish that I liked beer, but no. I don't like Bud Light. I don't like... one of my friends said that we were having Miller, but it was apparently Pabst Blue Ribbon when we were doing beer pong one time, which, that was disgusting. I don't really like Miller, Blue Moon. There's been a few other beers that I've tried that just all taste like piss to me. And then I do like vodka, though, somewhat. Some vodkas are pretty good. Some whiskeys are all right. I like some shots type thing. Things that have a little bit of a kick in the throat are all right. But, God, just the beers, I've not tried any that taste good. They all taste the same type of to me. And, yeah, it sounds like I eat pretty healthy. Yeah, I wish I ate pretty healthy. If that was, then I would not have some man tits. But that's all right. You'll always see me probably with a soda every now and then, which is what's funny too. Like, if alcohol tasted as good as soda, I'd probably drink it more. My first legal drink that I had, I remember I thought the way that everybody was talking about it around me was, I thought they were saying a Roman Coke, a rum and Coke, but everybody was talking their own rum and Coke, rum and Coke, rum and Coke. So when I go and ask the guy to give me a drink, I'm like, yeah, I'll have a Roman Coke. And he's just like, you never drank, have you? I was just like, not legally, no. So I was just like, okay, yeah, that was a big rookie mistake, but I am the rookie critic, so that fits just fine with me, don't you think? That's all right. And I don't know if there is any beer that'll taste good. Some people have suggested dark beer, but they said it either tastes bitter or it tastes like something that just it's not really what I would drink. But I don't know. It's all right. I mean, I guess a Guinness might be okay. Those look like that would taste good, but I've been duped before, so I wouldn't be surprised there. I don't know if there's any newer... Is there any new alcohol these days? I mean, I know they advertise alcohol all the time, but I always think that it's all the same ingredients from the last few years. But they say they made something new, and it's like, what, did they just sprinkle a little bit of something else in there and call it new? Because that's not very creative. That's what they do. Yeah, everything Star Wars hates beer as well. That makes sense. Rookie 24/7. It's cool having you on here, man. Only certain beers here. Yeah, well, DJD show, what is your favorite alcoholic beverage? Because or what, everything Star Wars and DJD show, since I know you guys are in here, what alcoholic beverages would you suggest that, someone who doesn't like the average beers, like, Bud Light, Miller, Coors, Blue Moon, what would you suggest that they give a try? Because I live in the Northwest, and I don't know if I'm just limited to certain beer options that are over here, but it looks like there's a bunch of redneck beers, is what it looks like, because I see rednecks with them all the time, but I don't know. Smirnoff is an alcohol that isn't the worst. It's not like it tastes good, but it's not like it tastes bad, so that's always something. Everything Star Wars likes the screwdriver, and DJD show likes the vodka and bourbon. Nice. I like that. I don't think I should have had a screwdriver by now. No, I don't think I've tried a screwdriver yet. I'll have to try that at some point. No, the last one I had was a Long Island, which was okay actually, but screwdriver okay. And then Stoli for vodka. What the hell is Stoli? I'm 24 years old, so if you and I wasn't into the huge drinking crowd, so I have no idea what a Stoli is. Stoli. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so I pretty much said all that I was going to say again, but I can't really think of any actual topics unless you guys have something that you want to ask me while I'm actually on camera and live. Would be fine. Stelichanya. That's not helping, bro. What the heck? Stelichanya. I'll have to look that up afterward because I have no idea what that is. But you got me curious now, so I'm gonna look that up. But yeah, what should I talk about? I was just gonna do a short little stream giving my updates on my schedule this week. And okay, I can tell you. All right, what's your favorite Subway sandwich? I'll answer that one in a sec because I'll actually tell you some of the videos that I will post next week. So one of the videos that I'm just about done now is I have a Focus review. Remember that movie that came out a few years ago with Will Smith and Margot Robbie? Well, a long while ago, before I even brought my channel back up 2 months ago, I made a skit. I was making a bunch of skits, and I made a skit for a Focus review. Excuse me. And then at some point I watched it and wrote my script down for it. And that script sat for like 2 months. So I just picked that up recently and, filmed it and recorded it. And I just need to finish editing it. And then that will be posted next week. Same with Death Wish. I got a review for that coming out too. But those ones will be what I call sarcastic reviews, where I just kind of talk like, "Oh, did you know that Will Smith was one of these people?" And I like change my voice because I didn't really care about those anymore. Like I just lost the flair for even reviewing those ones. So I just had a little fun with it so that it's a little silly and maybe get a laugh, hopefully. But yeah, my favorite Subway sandwich is a Black Forest ham, a foot long on herbs and cheese with cheddar cheese and lettuce. No spread, no other veggies. I know that's weird to a lot of people, but I'm picky boy here. So, I do like other meats, though. I do like turkey. I do like our steak, spicy Italian, roast beef. But I just don't. Again, I don't like to have all those flavors mixed. Like I tried the club with the ham, turkey, and roast beef, but I don't like tasting too many different flavors for some reason. I do like to have a little seasoning like on a steak or something, but like I don't like my nachos. I just, have the meat all cooked up and then I put shredded Colby Jack cheese on top and I eat it with a chip. Those are the tastes. That's it. That's just simple. I guess I could put other seasonings in there to make it taste good, but that's just not what I've done lately. And brand name Russian suggested to me decades ago. Well, I'll check that out, DJD show. So next time, either on your stream or on mine, I will tell you if I tried that or not. In fact, I might try it on camera if I buy it. So yeah, I kind of want to show people how picky I really am in a way. It's just that could be kind of funny. I'll try new things on camera so people know that I am improving and not just staying a picky boy. And all right, so favorite Star Wars movie, asks everything Star Wars. I don't know yet. I have to actually sit down and watch all the Star Wars movies again, except for The Last Jedi, because I just did that recently and that was hell. But I would say off the top of my head that, either episode 3 comes to mind, or Empire Strikes Back. But some of me, I did like the Clone Wars. I liked Star Wars: The Clone Wars. I did not like a lot of the dialogue, but I loved the huge Jedi battle scene on Geonosis. I loved the follow-up battle where all the Geonosians and clones are all going at each other, and with some of the Jedi in the mix. I loved the Dooku, Obi-Wan, Anakin, Yoda battle at the time. That was a little forced, but I loved that. The rest of the movie is kind of fast forwardable. I do remember as a kid, I would wake up, put the movie in, and I'd watch maybe a little bit of the parts in the beginning and middle, and then just go right to the end because I can't sit through the sand dialogue, all the stuff with Anakin and Padme. I skip all that all the time. It was very horrible building on the romance. But episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, I would like it more, except for they made it so much sillier than it needs to be. Like, they had the droids at first be like, wait, you're under arrest. And then in the next ones, they're like, whoa, stupid little astro droid. And their voices get all pitched and stupid. And I just, that kind of stuff annoyed me. A lot of the humor, I think, was better in Revenge of the Sith, but still a little hard to tell if they're actually joking or not. I'm just like, are they serious or not? Okay. So I'll have to think about that one when I rewatch the prequels and the OG trilogy again. And I should probably watch The Force Awakens again, but we'll see. Rogue One was so boring that the guy next to me in the theater fell asleep. And I kind of feel for him with that. I think it had better, clever ideas, plenty of great concepts, and some good scenes. But overall, man, Solo was okay, but we had to learn about, this is how he got his gun, this is how he got his jacket, this is how he got his belt, this is how Chewie got his ammo thing, this is how he got his shoes, this is how he got his ship, this is how, it's like, we don't need to know all this crap. We just want to see something different with him. We don't need to see how he did it. He flies in the Falcon, moves to the right a little bit, and the guy next to him's like, wow, you're a good pilot. Bullshit. All right. Worst Star Wars movie. That's going to be a hard one, the worst one. But I would, okay, I'm joking, because the worst one I do think is The Last Jedi. And that's for multiple reasons, which is why my review of The Last Jedi will be a many-part series. I'm going to try to keep each video of the review under 10 minutes, but go into sections, basically. First one will be like leading up to when I saw it, and the first 3 experiences I had watching it, which I've only seen it 3 times, and each time was a little different. First time with my brother, second time with my mom, third time by myself. The one by myself was the hardest for some reason. I had to pause every couple of lines just to go, they did this in the film. They paid to do this. Oh my God. Every line, like everything they were doing. I just couldn't believe it. I had to jot down things. I planned on writing down a little bit of notes while I'm writing, but I ended up every 15 minutes, took up a full page. Throughout the whole movie, it's 2.5 hours. Every 15 minutes, I took up a full page of notes to write down for my review. So that will be very in-depth and coming soon. Part 1 I should have out sometime next week, probably. If not next week, then the week after. I'm trying to get a few Halloween things going too. But for the Star Wars topic still, with The Last Jedi, I don't really need to talk about how horrible it is. Everybody has talked about it, as bad as it is. But for some reason, it is fun to trash, because it is just, like, obviously trash. But like, I feel like Kylo Ren could have been pretty cool. Finn was so close to being a good thing. I thought they were going to do was have Finn be in a situation like in a gunfight, like in the beginning, and his best friend is about to get killed, and he has to take the shot, but he misses because he's a stormtrooper, and he misses, and his friend gets killed. And then that eats him up with guilt through some of the movie, and he, tries to get better and actually improve. And other stormtroopers are better, but we just seem to run into a lot of the less talented stormtroopers, and then see what happens with that. But that's just a quick little thing that I thought they could have done, but they just completely dumped the fact that he's a stormtrooper and just have him be a normal guy who can fight Phasma one-on-one and doesn't have any problems, even though he does have problems. He does have problems. Let me scratch that. He does have problems, way more problems than Rey, as to where Rey just bravely goes through everything. That was a huge problem. When I was watching it myself, all I'm thinking is everything she's doing, every time she's conflicted with danger or trouble, she's just, nope, I can fight you. Nope, you're bad. I'm like, as if she just knows all the time. And I know that they believe that that's a strong female character, but you know, one of the best examples of strong female characters I like to use is Power Rangers, which I know it's not where everybody goes for it, but there's always at least 2 females on every season, basically, and each of them sometimes have their own little problems, and they are all represented pretty well. They're all on the same level as the guys, and have their own strengths and weaknesses. They're allowed to be weak, and they're allowed to, some are diverse sometimes, some aren't. I mean, it just doesn't matter, but they don't do the stupid crap they do where they're Mary Sue's. They just are equal, which they should definitely do more often. All right. Sorry, I stepped away. Yeah. Pink Ranger. Yes. DJD show. The Pink Ranger depends on which Pink Ranger you're talking about, but most of them are pretty good. Some of them later on, the Yellow Ranger, definitely. The Dino Thunder, I think Kira one, or the Ninja Storm Light Blue Tori. Those are pretty good, bro. But yep, yes, indeed. Yeah, the original. Oh yeah, the Amy Jo Johnson one is the one you're referring to from the original. Kimberly, Pink Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, the Amy Jo Johnson one. Hey, she grew up pretty good too. Actually, she was in Flashpoint. She's in a couple of movies. Flashpoint, the cop TV show from a couple of years back in like 2010, I think. She was pretty good in that. She and Jason David Frank should be in their own Power Rangers movie at some point, but they will not do that most likely. At least Jason David Frank is working on his own little movie or his own fan project, I think, on YouTube, the Shattered Grid thing based on a comic book, but that's all right. I'm just going to be going for maybe a few more minutes and then cut the stream because I am just kind of rambling right now, and I'll have a lot more to say this Wednesday when I'm on the stream with Wolf Cub, because I actually have questions I want to ask with him. And honestly, I like bantering with people, so I don't really like doing streams myself, honestly, because I like to have banter, like DJD show, everything Star Wars. My email is always in the description of all of my stuff. It's just therookiecritic as one word, all lowercase, at gmail.com. Just therookiecritic at gmail.com. And if you email me, or if I can find contacts on your things to email you, that everything Star Wars, we already emailed each other, so that's good. We can be in contact there. If you guys are bored at some point, you just want to come on and chat, we can just chat, man. Just come on in and talk about whatever. I always talk better with more than one person, because when I'm just by myself like this, I just tend to not know what to say and then end up having dead space sometimes. But that is just what happens when you live stream, so that's okay. And I think at some point, if I stream more often, then I'll probably get more viewers in here. I don't think everybody is aware of when I'm going to stream, especially since everybody I know seems to be in the East Coast, where they all have their own East Coast time, and they're all at work at noon, because it's like 9:30 right now and be 12:30 over there. But I'm going to give you guys a farewell. Thank you, Everything Star Wars, and thank you, DJD Show, for stopping by. Like I said, I'm going to be improving my live stream quality, so this was just a little bit, just a little beta one kind of by myself. And hopefully next year in 2019, I'll be getting an actual webcam, because the camera that I have right now is just my computer cam, which, I don't like how ghibli it is to me. It's all wibbly wobbly, if you know what I'm talking about. All right. So thanks, TJD Show. I will see you next time, and thanks for dropping by. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on my stuff. You'll be seeing some new videos, some new live streams, and I'll be popping into your guys's as well. DJD Show, there's a couple of your streams that I've missed, and and you should make some more of those animations with those guys that you said that you worked on with the High Council to make those High Council cartoons. Those are pretty funny, and everything Star Wars. I'm catching up with yours. I have a lot of smaller channels like written down as a list to go through and watch at least like 5 videos so I can actually see some of their stuff and see what they're about and see if they want to come on for a live stream too, and see if I can spread the word on them, help everybody grow. So I am signing off. Goodbye.